That day that moving truck rolled up to my house changed my life forever. I was in the 5th grade. It was this frenetic activity. Ramp dropped out of the back of the truck, workmen going up and down, boxes, dollies, furniture, just loading up. Frenetic. And over off to the side was my mom saying tearful goodbyes to her friends and neighbors. Next was a long car ride, a new home in San Luis Obispo, and a strange school for a 10-year-old boy. I was a joyful kid. Let's just call him Happy Mike. And in fact, in the 4th grade, my classmates selected me to play the part of Santa. Really? But they saw the joyful countenance in me and said, that's the guy they need to play Santa. But when that moving truck pulled away, Happy Mike had to change to Responsible Mike. I was the oldest of the three of us kids, and a lot was put on my shoulders. One of the first things my mom did is take me to Sears. We bought a lawnmower, a rotary gas-powered lawnmower. And each Saturday, filling it up with gas, prime that carburetor, little smell of gas in my hands, pull that cord, right? 1, 2, come on, 3rd. Okay, it finally went. And then began pushing the lawnmower back and forth up the yard. Turn around, go the other way, okay. And that sweat dripping down into my mouth and salty taste. And the smell of that cut grass to this day, it just stays with me. Life was a little chaotic as a young boy, especially having to run back to Orange, a week visit with Dad, come back home. Christmas time, a week visit with Dad, come home. Back, home, back and forth. There wasn't a whole lot grounding me. And yet one thing I found that really grounded me was music. And as a little boy, I would sit at the piano and play and play and play for hours. Not Rachmaninoff, not Chopin, Elton John. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and Carole King Tapestry, my 2 favorite music books. Played the hell out of them, just all the time. And it just gave me something in that moment that, I don't know how to describe it, but it just helped center me. So 10 years of back and forth, right? And then came one Christmas. And in the room was Mom and Dad and my sisters and brothers and I. There it was, the tree, twinkling, packages around it. Christmas music playing in the background. Mom and Dad together. And in that moment, I felt something. I hadn't felt it before. What was it? It was wholeness. That's what I was feeling, wholeness. And yet, I didn't know I was broken and needed to feel whole. But in that moment, just something really remarkable. Well, fortunately, it was short-lived. And I knew I really couldn't have a career in music. It just wasn't in me. But I loved to build as a kid. Legos, right? Erector sets. Something made in Germany called Plastikant. I don't think anybody know what that is, but it was a unique thing to build. And then I graduated from that. I built forts and tree houses. That was great. And so why not continue building? And I became a builder for my career. Office buildings, grocery stores, shopping centers, medical office buildings, and interior spaces that are just, a place for great energy and fun. And I cared so much about building it right, a great foundation, solid walls, integrity in the building. And yet with all the enjoyment of the building, there was still something missing. And I found what was missing at Habitat for Humanity of Orange County. And it happened before I joined the board, maybe a dozen years ago, at a home dedication. And this is where the community comes together to celebrate the moment the family is getting the keys and the mortgage to their home. It's just really remarkable. There's this moment where everybody that's there gathers around the house, and we stand on the lawn or the sidewalk, wherever you are, and then we're asked to join hands. And then those that are closest to the house put their hand on the house, and then we bless it. And through the tears of joy, the gratefulness of the homeowners who have look around the crowd and they see those that have helped them build their house, volunteers. It's just remarkable as we bless that home. You know, in those homes too, volunteers will write notes on the studs, notes of well-wishing, of happiness, of love, and write it on the plywood on the outside before it's covered by drywall or siding. And so I thought about this, like that house is just full of blessings. In a way, it's holy. Wait a minute. It's wholeness. Right there. I found it again. That's what was missing when I was building. You know, when their moving truck comes to their house now, it's a different story for them. It's taking them there, and I heard one mom say it, our forever home. And I discovered that wholeness isn't some unpredictable event. We can build it. For crying out loud, we can build it. So today, as the CEO of Habitat for Humanity of Orange County, that's what we do. And it's not just the lumber and nails. It's the care, it's the acts of kindness, it's the volunteers. It's like we're building doorways to dignity, or maybe hallways that perfect hope. And every key that goes into that lock cultivates wholeness. They come up that door and they slide the key, and you hear that click. Open the door and you look into this room that's going to be filled with furniture and pictures and memories of wholeness. Oh my gosh. This is great. So I feel so connected to their journey, getting to that home and to wholeness. And I reached back into my DNA of music, and I've written a song about that. So I invite you on that journey with me as I sing this song. I was a child when the walls came down. 2 bedrooms, 2 lives in different towns. Christmas was a postcard torn in 2, half with me and half with you. But the years moved on and time had plans. Lights were twinkling and they held hands. Mom and Dad stood by the tree. That night they looked like a family. And for the first time in a long while, I was home. Wholeness isn't perfect. It's the moments that we mend. It's love showing up again and again. It's the tears that fall when the door swings wide and someone steps into a brand new life. It's a roof, a laugh, and a prayer in stone. It's when hearts and houses become a home. And when I see it, when I feel it, I am home. I've watched the struggle, I've seen the wait. Parents hoping at a closing gate. Their hands shake as they sign the line. Futures changed one home at a time. A mother cries, her child beams, a hallway echoing with so many dreams. I stand in stillness, breath held tight. In their joy, I see the light. And when I give, and when I build, I see love unfold, and I'm home. Wholeness isn't perfect, it's the moments that we mend. It's love showing up again and again. It's the tears of joy in a family's eyes. When keys are handed and dreams arise, it's a roof, a laugh, and a prayer in stone. It's when hearts and houses become a home. And when I see it, when I feel it, I am home. Well, not every story gets a fairy tale end, but every house we build is a place to begin. We lay the foundation, we raise the beams, and we build the backdrop for their dreams. And wholeness isn't perfect, it's the moments that we mend. It's families found and strangers turn to friends. It's hope that rises in the morning light. It's second chances and setting things right. It's a roof, a laugh, and a prayer in stone. It's when hearts and houses become a home and something settles in me deep. It's with every family that I meet. It's that kind of joy that you keep. And I am home. We are home. I am home. Thank you.